Hi there, my name is Samir Khan, and I will share my thoughts on equity, equality, adequacy, and a current issue in the field of education with respect to budget and finance. Equity is not just equal treatment, but ensuring that everyone receives what they need in order to thrive. In a classroom environment, it makes me think of differentiation, teaching everyone the same way and expecting excellent results is not a sound expectation. Every child is unique and has individual needs. The same logic can be applied in a school setting with a lens of finance and funding. Schools get funding based on the number of students and students in special programs. There is also funding based on city taxes. Socioeconomics plays a vital role, and I do believe as a community we need to ensure that all learners, regardless of race, gender, socioeconomic status, get what they need from our educational system. Funding is not the only issue, it is also educator training, resources, technology. All major issues need to be addressed through the lens of equity and finance. Equality simply means dividing all resources equally without considering needs and abilities. In my personal opinion, the prime example of equality in education and the struggles that came with it was evident during the pandemic. In our district, there was a big push with equality in content. All elementary educators were asked to create and use the same content so families would not feel that one school is doing better than the other or that learners on campus are faring better than those who chose to learn virtually. This led to a major inequality, in my opinion. Most educators were doing the bare minimum, and learners who were face to face were not getting the attention they needed for fear of inequality. As far as the teachers were concerned, it seemed to me that learners who were attending school were getting the short end of the stick. I feel creativity, choice, and engagement took a back seat, or has taken a back seat for the past 2 years. The definition is the minimum education requirement under state law, but who defines that? Adequate is such a relative term. Certain level might be adequate for one district but not the other. And how is that adequacy measured and decided upon? I'm curious if a learner will be able to live a successful life if they have adequate education as defined by the state. If we think about Texas State Assessment, STAR, learners need a little over 45% to pass elementary grade mathematics, and the expectation lowers as they grow older. Is that what we consider adequate? In my opinion, the standard of adequate education and teacher training programs needs to be increased. We need to equip educators with the resources and training to meet the challenges of equity, inequality, and adequacy in education. These may not have been the issues before. However, in the current environment, these are major issues that need to be addressed. There are so many major issues that public schools are facing right now, like educator recruitment and retention, social emotional health, and vouchers. But in my opinion, the rise and support of charter schools and most recently online education has been a huge concern for public schools. I have worked in a charter school, so I understand how some might feel there is a need. However, financially, they are in an even rougher situation. I do not understand how splitting funds to a point where neither public schools nor charter schools get enough is good for any learner or family. Secondly, the constant bashing of educators on national TV has not been productive also. It seems like educators are blamed for response to the pandemic, curriculum, and policies when really districts barely seek input from educators on these issues. All of these struggles have led to an extreme shortage of educators.